I'm Aaron Hallett. I wrote original Christian rock. Kind of have a thing playing in my head, so I'm going to see if I can figure it out. All right, so I got to come up with a chorus. So yeah, I said original Christian rock. I'm just making this stuff up. I'm in I don't know. I'm in a weird mood today, so I'm not like depressed. I'm not super, I don't know. It's just kind of like this like weird in the middle thing. So forgive me if I'm just like, bleh. Well, that was fun. Just nice and easy. Verse, chorus 3 times, and that was that. I'm going to do a thing. Okay, so my thing I want to do here is just play with this. That's enough. I'll just copy paste it. Same rhythm throughout. Yeah, all right. So I just hit trim. That makes all the notes kind of suck into the end of the one going right after it. And I'm going to put this, assuming I hit the right thing, I'm going to put this controller note down at the bottom. It tells it to palm mute, and it's also going to do a power chord now. Obnoxiously, stupidly heavy. I just put on this little guitar thing, so that just makes this sound like it's already multi-tracked. Oh great, my computer's doing something. That usually indicates one of my drives went into like a sleep mode and it's got to reboot. Come on, you stupid, dumb blah. So what I'm going to do is go copy, paste, because it's literally the same thing, except I go to C. Yeah, I just wanted to make that. So you just got this, it's just got this sizzle to it. I like it. All right, and then here, I'm just going to write this in because this is just dead easy stuff. I want to make chords. So I'm going to go C. I'm going to do this just like a guitar chord, though. So root 5th, 9th. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do. I could technically do that one, but strings. So I was just going to quantize them into the key, but apparently they're all in the key. That's convenient. I want to do a strum. A lot of people think you can't do a strum with the MIDI in Logic, unlike other programs where there's a little thing you can just go back and forth. That's actually wrong. Up here, top left, just hit a quantize 16th note in this case. Go down a little, there's a more thing. Go down to Q flam and just pull it up. And then you get a strum. All right, so I just wanted that in there. Dang. So here's what the MIDI's doing. If I just turn it off. It's just adding a little extra like punch and sizzle there. I don't know what I want to play until I do it, so that's why I'm like just piecing this together. I think that's it. It's a bit spliced together, but I wanted to figure out as I went. Get a little more diatonic here. All right, maybe I'll just do the guitar solo right now. Ran into the house because the big coffee I drank was getting to me, and it just like comes on strong. Coffee's a diuretic, so it makes sense, but man, I was just like, woo, gotta go. All right, I got the bass part done. I'm trying to think about if I want to do anything fancy here. All things considered, that's not too bad. Let me play this with the bass. They don't sound like they're like fighting each other too bad, so I think I got it. I was just scanning through the drum. Hey, it's gone. I was scanning through the drum stuff, and there were a couple spots I heard, like my snare occasionally does this thing like this in my headphones, and I'm like, there's a double trigger. I usually just kind of scan through, make sure I don't see any extra hits or weird things like that. Occasionally, if I just like say like here right in the chorus, I'll just kind of do that, make sure the first hit's right on, and for the most part, as long as I'm playing to the metronome, it's fine. So a few of my fills always sound a little meh. I'm usually decent about playing to the metronome, just by virtue of doing it every day, literally, which is good because I have no desire to go through and do massive editing thing on all these drums. Screw that. Anyway, I just decided I'm gonna try something on that MIDI part in the chorus. So what an arpeggiator does, takes all those chords layered and just goes doo-doo-doo all over the notes. There's a bunch of different options for how it can like separate things. When I get to the chorus, check this out. Might fail today. Sometimes this works great, sometimes it sounds like garbage. Okay, so I just made a track. Dump the drum performance directly onto it. Raise it up like 2, maybe 3 octaves. I also just want to make sure these are on notes that are going to work with pretty much every chord. So if it's like a 4th or a 6th or something, it's not really, yeah. Okay, so that should do it. Whenever I make a new MIDI track, it defaults to that guitar, but I'm going to put this on studio strings. Let's see what this does. Okay, yeah, so this was what I was talking about. This verse hi-hat thing is not actually going to work great. So you just have this high-pitched violin, viola, depending on the octave range I put in, over the drums. For every single drum hit, there's like a pitched violin hit. You got to put it in key, though. And if it gets to the point where I got to like adjust every single note to line up to the chords, then I'm just like, no, I'm out. But it depends. Also, I should mention, my drum hits I shrink them down to the absolute smallest duration possible. So all of these violin hits are also on that. If you make it longer, it's going to sound like slop. It's got to be like real quick. If I just had clean acoustic stuff, that sounds magical underneath. All right, I need some lyrics, and I got to get some hydration here and warm up, so I'll be back and doing vocals. So I did a second verse, just sang the same lyrics but went more crazy. Okay. Alright. Just reset my camera. It'll shut off after a certain amount of time. Usually around a half hour. Piece together the vocals. I did actually sing the choruses for real this time, because yesterday I just copy pasted everything. Sometimes it's like I just sing straight through the track because I just kind of know what I want to do for the song. Sometimes I gotta like work at it, and sometimes I have no idea, so I just do one thing and copy paste it. It literally depends on the day. I put down lyrics, and those are going to be copy pasted to the bottom of the description box. Middle of my description box, just contains a big paragraph listing all the places I'm available online. So if you want to purchase or stream my music, you see a service you use, just go to that service, type my name in the search bar, and you'll find me. I have a link to some Bible teaching at the top of my description box, and that's just there as something I started putting in a while ago, just for like a resource if you're looking around and trying to find anything decent, because most of the stuff online is not. This is really good objective teaching versus subjective teaching, which would be importing traditional, denominational, and then any other thing that's going to skew the meaning. So this is just, what does this text actually say? What was intended when the writers were writing it? There's going to be grammar translation from the original languages and just getting to the root meaning. So I don't see that anywhere else. Usually it's just whatever their personal agenda is added on and text out of context. But this is the exception to that. It's really good objective teaching. So it's there to bypass you past all the weird stuff online if you're looking around. So I just was like, yeah, I'm going to throw this in my description box. I say it's Christian rock, and that's the thing. I'm not like here to sit around and like talk about that and teach anything. I'm just saying, hey, that's a link. Go check it out. My lyrics are occasionally about that, but not always. I write a song every day, so that necessitates randomness occasionally. Today is a pretty random day as far as lyrics go. So yeah, it just depends. I'll see you tomorrow, because I come out every day. I'm just writing music. I turn on the camera while I'm writing music just to show you the process. I'm not really overthinking anything. I'm not here being flashy, showing off. I mean, clearly, I'm just wearing whatever just because it's cold outside. I don't really care what I look like. I don't care if you like my style or anything. I'm just like, hey, I'm writing music. If you want to write music, just sit down and do it. Don't overthink it. That's all. So yeah, I'll be out here tomorrow, like I just said, and blah, blah, blah. End of the video. Here comes a song. Thanks for watching. Bye.